Gee Martasha and Walt Tuco, my hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're all doing well. God bless each and every one of you. So we were supposed to have an interview tonight, but unfortunately that has not going to happen, unfortunately. So we'll have to you just will have to make do with myself. So unfortunately we're supposed to have a guest on, talk about lots of really interesting things, Agenda 21, sustainable development, smart cities, the green agenda, all that type of stuff, but unfortunately it's not going to happen tonight. So welcome to the show, everybody. You've got me. We'll talk about what's happened in Ireland. A stabbing incident there, 10 people stabbed in England there today, was it? Or today or yesterday, one or the other. Lots to discuss tonight, lots to discuss in Ireland. So just thanks so much for tuning in. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. So welcome to the show, everybody. And if you're watching, please subscribe or follow me, whatever the button says. We'd really appreciate it. We go live every Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays at 8 p.m, bringing you the news, bringing you the truth, because the mainstream media like RTE refuse to tell us the truth what's happening in Ireland. So, sing us a song, Lyle says Reno. No, I don't know about that. T for everyone says, oh no, I love her. No, she's very good, but the clock. Let me see. Sorry, the clock's wrong. So you have some. It might look easy there watching it, but to get everything working correctly, there's 4 or 5 apps have to be open at the same time, and if you don't have one of the apps, it doesn't work right. So is that right there now? Time's right there now. So I had to forgot my clock app. So there we go. Everything should be working all right now. So welcome to the show, everybody. Great to see you all. Renum says, please like, share, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Good man, Renum. 100%. So let's hear Lord's Prayer as Gaeilge, and then we'll get into tonight's show, right? So please join me. Nanya min nahar agus a vic, agus spread ni amen. Arn yahar atar now, go ni for Danium, go daja the rate, go yanter the hollow and talif mar yanter now. Ar narle hul tor doing you, agus might doing our fecta, mar a waihamid dar vect and a fian, ac na election a gahu, ac seer shina ulk, amen. Nanya min nahar agus a vic, agus spread ni amen. Okay, everybody, welcome to tonight's show. Welcome to the show, everybody. As I said already, if you're new, please subscribe, follow. My name is Niall McConnell. We're broadcasting live from Castlefin, County Donegal, Ireland. So follow, subscribe, all them good things. We've got lots to discuss tonight. Julie says, hi from Northern California, the USA. The only reason I would visit Ireland is to buy one of Niall's non-halal butcher boxes. That's right, you can get Donegal beef, lamb and pork boxes delivered to your front door in Ireland, Northern, South and England, Scotland, Wales. The link is in the description or below in the bio. Okay, let's discuss what's happening in Ireland and the UK. This first article is about the UK. So, England, an African dressed in all black has stabbed 10 people on a train. Terrorist attacks like this are now a daily occurrence in England. Now, this is common and has already happened in Ireland. This is what happens when you have open borders, mass immigration, invasion. Let's play this wee clip.
What happened was I was in Coach G and there was quite a few people coming through Coach G, and one of the people that were coming through, I had my headphones on, then heard them say, they've got a knife, I've been stabbed. And then when looking up, so they were making their way through the carriage to get away from the incident, from the suspect. They were extremely bloodied. That person ended up, when we pulled in, they were basically on the floor. We couldn't progress further down the train away from the suspect because that person ended up collapsing on the floor. So they were taken into an ambulance pretty much straight away. I think the driver did the right thing when we pulled the emergency or contact to let the driver know that something's going on. He pulled into Huntingdon. which is the right thing. Couldn't stop anywhere because anything could have happened. It was the right thing. We were ushered out of the station from the platform, and there was multiple people that had been stabbed that was making their way down, but the suspect had also come off the train as well. So while we were being told to come out of the station, the suspect was obviously running rampant as well, and I don't know reason. No one knows the reason why. The people that did witness it have actually gone off to the HQ. They were taken with the statements have been taken, and they are now going to the police station to give further statements. The armed police were pointing to the suspect as we come off the train. I asked what that suspect looked like. They said it's a black male in all black, so a black hoodie. And then at the back of the station, walking calmly, as the police were coming through, like armed police, I said, I think that's the guy. And essentially, as they got closer to him, they started shouting, like, get down, get down. He then was waving a knife, quite a large knife. And then they detained him. I think it was a taser that got him down in the end. But I only saw one person at that point. I did not see anyone get stabbed, but there was a lot of people being moved away from being treated for injuries and coming away with the trolleys. I'd say probably maybe 12 people in total. Initially, it looked like there was only about 4, maybe 6 that had been stabbed. But maybe when we was coming up the train, I think they doubled back and just attacked anyone that they could. I don't know if it was staff or passengers.
We shouldn't have to live like this. An African went on a train in England and stabbed 10 people. Now, from what I understand, we don't know how them people are. Hopefully they're all right. They're not, too bad of a condition. But this is the reality that we're facing now. When you import the third world, you become the third world. And we saw what happened to that poor wee Irish girl there a couple of weeks ago in City West Hotel, raped by an African migrant who had a deportation order. And then the mainstream media keep gaslighting us and telling us that diversity is our strength, that we wouldn't survive without these migrants. Oh, really? Well, I would beg to differ. Hello, everybody in the live chat. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me go there quickly now. If you any questions or comments, please let me know. White man fight back, says Router, 100%. Lily of the Mountain says, I see rural places for sale, land or bungalows need work. What if Americans help Irish people to buy them? There are grants for these restorations. Yep, good idea. Look, if you want to get in touch and if you want to support us, if you have any ideas, I've got ideas. If you honestly and realistically want to help us, please contact me through the website. So I suppose if you go, there's the link tree, join shield. Yeah, if you go click join shield in the hair, and you'll see like a contact button. Send me a message through my website. You'll see it on my social media platform if you're genuine about it. Blood and Soil says Router, 100%. Have you forgotten about the Boston train bombing in 2005? Haven't learned anything? Yeah, the 7/7 bombings, isn't it? Julie says, Lily of the Mountain, I will contribute. Well, if you just want to support us, if you want to contact me through the website, please do. Patrick Shields sarcastically says, we need more police watching our tweets. Only Misha says, great idea, Lily. I'll help. I've been on site construction for 40 odd years. Yeah, I agree. It's a good idea. If you just want to contact me through the website, irishpatriots.com/contact. Greetings from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Good man, David. Thanks for joining us. Ireland for the Irish. God be with you all, says Julie. I will contact you through the website. I'll pledge. Oh, God, that's right. Okay. We'll see what the... Contact me through the website, Julie. Sorry, Lily, and we'll speak then. Okay. Let me actually go to Instagram, see how we're doing. Yeah, welcome everybody, Instagram. Bring the third word, become third word. Yep, Brian O'Connor says, 100%. What else are we saying? New York City, Yank here. Mom's from Charlestown. Yeah, I go through Charlestown quite a lot. It's a beautiful wee town. Hello from England, says Ems. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'm in the USA. I see what's going on. My parents were from Swinford, County Mayo. My grandmother was a nurse in 1961. Good stuff, Teresa. Make sure you join as a member if you're new. Click the link in the bio and join Shield the Heron as a member now. Lolly says, sounds beautiful in Irish. Yes, it does. The Our Father prayer. So I welcome to the show, everybody. Let's go to Facebook. Actually, I forgot I'm live on Facebook too. So let me go over there now real quickly. Hello from New Jersey, Aaron. You're late, Aaron. That's not right. You're always the first man on. I'm only joking. I'm still in the Twilight Zone, says Billy Bob. Google Chrome, you are, says Dilly Brings. Dilly Brings. Hi, Crispy, says Lily. Let me see. I should be live. I hope I'm live on Facebook. I thought I pressed the live button. I don't see myself live here. Oh, I'm live. Here we go. All right, let me just click the everybody, live let's chat here. go to Everybody. Facebook. Actually, I forgot that. Live chat. G-Witch Niles says Lily Sweeney. Good to see you. Jorge Aguar. Something in Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. Shauna Porter says, hello, Niall, from me and my partner, Sean. Good work. Keep it up. Thanks very much, Shauna. And hello to you, Sean. Jigwitch says, Susan. Good to see you. They don't integrate into our community. Well, do you really want integration, Dorothy, these people? Hello, everybody from Manchester, says Shelley. Good to see you, Shelley. Okay, look, that's enough of me waffling on and on, right? Let's keep her lit. What else have we got in store for you here now? Did you see Simon Harris has went far right now? Far right racist. I noticed, Aaron, you were in late today. You're normally the first man in. Julie, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, contact me through the website. How's everyone? Yeah, we're doing good. Okay. Let's go over now to Simon Harris, the far-right racist. Breaking, the Irish government has finally conceded that migration, the invasion, is too high and not enough people are being deported. I've been called racist for 15 years for stating this very fact. Things are finally changing and politicians know Ireland is moving to the right.
Our migration numbers are too high, and I think that is really an issue that needs to be considered in a very serious way by government. I think one of the reasons they're so high is that there are too many people who come to this country and who are told they do not have a right to be here, and it is taking too long for them to be removed from the country. But I think we have to be honest. I think we have to listen to the people of this country who I believe are saying to us, look, we used to live in a country where around 3,000 people sought international protection each year. That number has gone to in and around 20,000, sometimes a little above it, sometimes a little below it. That is a very, very significant increase, and it is too high.
God, we've been called racist and fascist and Nazis and far right for years and years for saying they're bringing far too many people into the country. And all of a sudden now, Simon Harris is saying the same things we've been saying. Is the mainstream media going to call him far right? Is he going to declare himself a fascist and a racist? But it's just gaslighting the Irish people, because a lot of the people of Ireland now are not happy. When we saw what happened to that poor 10-year-old Irish girl getting raped by an African who should not have been here, who had a deportation order. Complete nonsense. You know, there's no saying in Ireland, talk is cheap. We need action here. We need mass deportations. Enough is enough. We know that 80% of asylum seekers are coming into Ireland. They fail their asylum process. This is from the Irish government themselves. So they have deportation orders. They shouldn't be here in the first place. So why are they not deported? Why wasn't that African rapist not deported? You answer me that question. Sean Dehan, good to see you. Shelley, Connor Mallon, good to see you. Jay Classic says, if they're not happy, why don't they do something? Yeah, I know. Joanne says, thank you for protecting our culture, our bloodline. I'm assuming, right, you're an Irish American. I get this. I see this comment all the time, right? Thank you, IRA. Need to come back, protect the beautiful culture. The IRA are too busy calling me a racist and Nazi. The Irish Americans really, really need to wake up. Sinn Féin are a bunch of far left communists. They are when the last big protest in Dublin, right? 20,000 Irish patriots marched to the Customs House. And outside the GPO, a historic GPO, you had Sinn Féin screaming and shouting at us, racist, fascists, and they held Sinn Féin like signs. So the Irish Americans really need to wake up. They're always been far left. Support open borders, mass immigration. Their motto is Brits out, Africans in. Jennifer says, a country I lived in for 50 years, I'm afraid to say I'm actually terrified going out now. Now, we shouldn't have to live like this. Fingan, I'll call you Caroline. Sinn Féin are racist and traitors. Jerry Adams is a fool, says Shovelhead. Love listening to you, says Card Boots. Okay. Instagram people's their names are a bit strange. What else? Let me go to Facebook really quickly. Go to YouTube quickly. Muhammad Lou McDonald just still he brings. Yeah, I know. Rory Healy. Don't be saying stupid things in my live chat. Don't be calling for violence. You're timed out. One more and you'll be banned. Should have really banned you, but I'll time you out. Don't be calling for violence. We don't support violence on this platform. Shamrock Sean says, makes me so upset watching these videos of what's going on. Many blessings to you now, brother. Thanks very much for your support. Really appreciate it. So I suppose, look, a lot of people I'm watching tonight, there's a number of ways you can support our work. You can join our political movement, Shield the Hearn, as a member. We just released our gold membership. So this is the membership pack here. Actually, this one here is better. So this is nice, the gold membership pack. This is a standard membership pack. You get a badge along with your membership pack. You get a Who We Are booklet describing what we're all about. You also get the historic 1916 framed proclamation. You also get the Irish tricolour flag in your membership pack. And last but not least, we get the Shield the Hearn Ogla membership card. All these things come part of the membership pack. Join as a member now. That's the standard membership. You can also join as an exclusive gold membership. That tier has just been released. Click the link down below the video or click the link in my bio, no matter where you're watching from. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We'd really appreciate all your support. Have I bumped into that crazy Welsh witch again? No, only twice. Maybe we'll bump into her again. It was a funny time there a couple of weeks ago. Bumped into her. T for everyone says, I have the first one. The gold one looks deadly. Yeah, the gold membership pack is fantastic. And like by joining as a member, you're effectively supporting our work. We attend every single protest in Ireland. We attend every protest in Ireland. We hand out newspapers, we hand out flags, banners, placards, signs, but we need your support. We can't do this without you. So join as a member now. It really helps us continue our work. Right, what else have we got here? Right, okay, this is a shocking story. Sudanese locum doctor found guilty of professional misconduct. Dr. El-Tayyib El-Kabar, who did not inform his employer of conditions attaching to his registration and who did not have adequate professional indemnity cover, has been found guilty of professional misconduct. El-Kabar was employed at Medics Clinic in Sandyford, Dublin between December 22 and January 23. She wasn't really employed that long. The committee further found that Dr. El-Kabar practiced at the MyDoc surgeries in Newbridge and NAS without such cover. And this is covered by the Irish Times. So, this is the type of people we're bringing into the country. We're always told that our healthcare system will collapse without these migrant doctor pets. Well, how did Ireland survive for thousands and thousands of years without them? The majority of malpractice in our Irish healthcare system is carried out by migrant doctors and nurses. So, it makes you wonder, what has actually happened in Ireland? Do we not produce doctors? Do we not produce nurses? Of course we do. But they're exported to the likes of Australia and England and elsewhere. And this is all done intentionally. The majority of doctors that we produce that are highly qualified, very, very highly skilled, are exported to the likes of Australia. And then they import these third world doctors, and these doctors in turn are allowed to bring their entire family over through family reunification. It's population replacement. It's all done intentionally. Renum says, did you know Sheila Hearn welcomes both Protestants and Catholics from anywhere in the world? Please consider becoming a member today. Thanks very much, Renum. T for everyone says, I have the first one, the gold one looks good. Yeah, it does. I'm 56, supported Sinn Féin when I was 18, never again, says Gerald, sorry. Mary said, no upper limit on asylum seekers, McDonald. Yeah, Dan Breen, 1916, she did say that indeed. William Brown says, keep up the good work now. Thanks very much for your support. Let me head on over to Instagram here, see what everyone's saying there. New World Order in process, 100%. Grew up in England as a child of Irish parents, came back here to raise my own kids. I've seen how this ends and nothing needs to change soon. Yeah. Oh, sorry, something needs to change soon. Yeah, Big Jerry is on the World Economic Forum side. Yeah, I know he is, 100%. Brian says need to make it law, instant deportations, no delays, get them out within 24 hours. Like, well, the majority of asylum seekers, when they arrive in Ireland, they're destroying their passports, so they're immediately committing a crime. So they shouldn't even get off the plane. Just deport them there and then. Like, you think about you cannot get on a plane without a passport. So how are they arriving without passports? What have they got to hide? Right, okay. Let's keep her lit, everybody. So, this clip kind of describes the West perfectly here. What button am I pressing here? Okay, this one. A fat man dressed as a woman scolds another woman dressed up as a native Indian for Halloween. Social contagion is a hell of a thing. Okay, let's play this clip here.
Just mind your own fucking business.
She's dressed as a Native American.
Are you trans? Is that a costume or is that how you are? Huh?
Do I look trans?
A little bit.
You look trans.
But it's also Halloween. I look trans? I was just mind your own business.
I'm not even talking to you.
I don't give a fuck what you're talking. You're offended? You're offended, but you're dressed up like a girl.
I have a beard. Do girls have beards?
Well, when they take hormones and shit, they get them.
I said what I have to say.
Yeah, you said it. Now you can get the fuck out of here.
She can talk for herself too, right?
She clearly doesn't want to because you're fucking disrupting her night. Just fucking walk down the street.
I will just fucking walk down the street.
Good, please.
Yeah, this is the West now. A man dressed up as a woman, obese and overweight, and then lecturing a white woman in America because she dressed up as a Native American. You know what I mean? This madness has to stop. Like, where does this end? You know, the United States of America was settled by white Europeans. It was made great because of white Europeans. It wasn't made great by any other group of people. And of course now, every Tom, Dick and Harry wants to flee to America because it was once a great country. It still is a great country, but it's been captured by a certain colony or a certain parasitical group in the Middle East. We all know who that is. So, you know, I feel sorry for the Americans because they were once were a great nation. That's why a lot of Irish went there. And they helped build America. But it just breaks my heart now seeing what's happening in America. So let me know in the live chat what you all think. Yeah, offended by everything, ashamed of nothing, says only Misha. Yeah, 100%. Frankie says, hello. Hello, Frankie. Good to see you. God bless Ireland and her people, says Martin Lawrence. A wrong one as the Londoners would say, says Dan Breen. No, that is not on. You're a bunch of anti-Semites in the live chat. How dare you? This will not be accepted. I'm talking about the Qataris, of course. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's move on here. More disturbing news coming from Ireland. Bangladeshi man guilty of storing child abuse content receives fully suspended sentence. Foreign privilege once again. Atukur Rahman was caught with 1,046 relevant images and videos at the house where he was living in February 2019 at College Square, College Road, Dublin. Most of them were in the most serious category of such material depicting children engaged in or witnessing sexual acts. Category A, there were 815 videos of this kind and 19 images. Rahman claimed that he accidentally downloaded them when viewing adult pornography and immediately deleted them, but the sentencing judge and detective and the probation service were all skeptical on this point, and there was evidence showing he had stored a number of items to his devices. Even though they knew this, he still received a fully suspended sentence. Absolutely disgraceful. What is going on in Ireland? Like he's a foreigner, yes, but no, there's plenty of Irish people that get caught with child abuse material and they get suspended sentences. This needs to stop. What is going on in Ireland? And then people will get arrested for saying hurty things online. Makes you sick, hey? So any questions or comments in the live chat, please let me know. Yeah, the courts are as guilty as the criminals. Yeah, 100%. They're letting these people go. Really, good point. Greetings from Philly, says Tommy. God bless you, Niall. Thanks very much. Ferran. Shovelhead, that's just anti-Semitism. Johnny Conley says, is this Castlefin or is this America? Well, I'm broadcasting live from Castlefin. New World Order in process. Yes, yes, indeed. Okay. We've covered that story where the Sikh man was carrying a knife, but it's apparently, because it's part of his culture, he's allowed to do it. So look, great to see so many people in the live chat. If you're new to the show, please subscribe or follow me, depending on what platform you're watching on. We go live every Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays at 8 p.m. telling you the truth about what's really happening in Ireland. Because the mainstream media are just point blank refusing to tell the truth about what's happening and are gaslighting the Irish people. So welcome to the show, everybody. Please subscribe, follow me, and the very least you could do is share these broadcasts with all your friends and family. Share them on all your Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram groups. Share this message out there with all your friends and family. We'd really appreciate it. We all love Niall. Oh God, okay, says tea for everyone. Thanks very much. Don't know what to make of that, but all right. Did someone say they're from Philly? I live 20 minutes away in New Jersey. Scotland Scorpion, good to see you. So there's a number of ways you can support our work. You can join as a member of our political movement, Shield na HÉireann. Join from anywhere in the world, Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia. There's a membership pack every member receives. You get the beautiful membership badge here. You also get the Who We Are booklet describing what we're all about as a political movement. You also get the historic 1916 framed proclamation. And you also get the Irish tricolour flag all these things come part of the membership pack and the Shield na Hair Ogla membership card. Join as a member now. By joining as a member, you're supporting our work. Help us continue the fight back against the invasion of Ireland. So if you want to join, scroll down below this video, depending on where you're watching, or click the link in my bio, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Support our work now. So why? Great to see you all in the live chat. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to leave it there. I will be live again on Tuesday at 8 p.m. So if you want to join as a gold member, click the link in the bio. You can join as a gold member or a standard member. Links there. Everything's explained. And we'll see you all again Tuesday, everybody. God bless us all. Aaron go bra.